Today we're gonna take a look at the Son Gohan Beast Form, the San Diego Comic-Con S.H.Figuarts by Tamashii Nations. Accessories for this Beast Gohan, it has 7 hands, another set of arms or like crisscross or cross arms, and then we have 3 extra faceplates. Also, we have 4 lightning effects that will go into the power-up effect that I'm showing you right here. This effect, it looks really good. It has like a nice shiny purple finish in the inside, and then it has like a nice silver matted finish at the end of it. It looks really nice, and again, that's actually the reason why I got this figure. I already have the original one, and the original one comes with the cannon beam that you see right here, which unfortunately this San Diego Comic-Con doesn't have. But then again, that's because Tamashii Nations wants to keep something different from each release. So I mean the original doesn't have the power up, but then again it has this. So yeah, that's the only difference that I see in between the original and the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Beast Gohan. Out of the box, we have this shiny Beast Gohan. Honestly, this is way too shiny for me. I mean, I shouldn't complain. This is another copy of Beast Gohan, and the reason why they do it is to like make it more event exclusive type looking figure. Again, every single shiny one has been either a San Diego or New York Comic-Con exclusive, but this guy is still available at Premium Bandai. They finally released them for pre-order. You're gonna get this guy next year on February, and yeah, I mean, if you want to get this guy, it's about $100 plus shipping. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. I haven't take a look at the price, but overall, I mean, it's too shiny. It doesn't bother me as much. I shouldn't say that, but again, some people might not like this kind of thing, but again, it's just something to make them more to make them look different from what the original looks like, which I have it here on the side. So yeah, if you don't want to spend $140 on the resale value market for this guy right here, just get this guy and you'll be happy. It technically looks the same. For articulation, let's start with the head. Okay, so we have some nice looks up, down, has some nice tilt and rotation in the neck. Just be careful, because if you rotate too far, the faceplate will come off, and you don't want that. So I don't see, there's a little bit of articulation on like by the neck, but I don't see that much. I guess it just goes down and up, but that's about it by the neck. Then we have the ab crunch, which is a downer on this figure and also on the original one too, where there's this nice soft plastic here, shirt, but it just doesn't let the ab crunch actually do its work. So you won't get as much ab crunch on this figure whatsoever. So that's a downer. Also, same thing with the butterfly effect, the butterfly joints. The thing is that you have this soft plastic that it's also, the paint here makes the plastic a little bit harder to like bend. So you're not gonna have that much articulation for the butterfly. So this is as much as I can push it before the arms go back into its place. Then we have some nice bicep rotation, which is right about here, and then bent on the elbow that goes this far, and then we have some rotation on the wrist with the hinge. Also, be careful when you swapping accessories. The wrists are so delicate that if you not careful, you're gonna end up breaking it. So I'll suggest it to hair dry the hands so you can pull them out easy, so and you don't break your figure. For the waist, we have rotation, which is, again, you can rotate all the way, which you can do it on a figure, but as a human you won't. And then the legs, you can actually just push them this far. It's decent for any like poses, but that's as much as you're gonna get. And then you have bending on the knee, which is decent enough too as well. I wouldn't say decent, I think it's a fair bend and articulation. And then we have some rotation here in this area. That way you can just rotate the whole like foot however you want it for, you know, some nice, you know, toy photography poses. And then we have some hinge in the feet or foot, and a hinge in the toes, which is nicely for any dynamic poses. And that's about it for articulation. It's pretty simple. Again, it's lacking in the middle part of the ab crunch, where, you know, you have this soft t-shirt or gi, but it's on the way of the actual ab crunch. So you're not gonna push this figure to do anything out of the ordinary, because it's just there. It's not gonna let it go like all the way. So that's the only limitation that I see in this Beast Gohan S.H. Figuart. Here's a couple poses that I did with this Beast Gohan. And, you know, my thoughts would be that if you already have the original, you don't really need this one. This is just a shiny repaint with a fancy power-up effect. Again, that's just my opinion. You do whatever you want with your money. At the end of the day, you know, that's, like I said, it's your money. So at this point, I'm just wanting to show you the difference between the original and this event exclusive. And I hope I'm doing a great job to perhaps make you spend some money or save some money. But if you never got the original, this will be your best chance to get Gohan at a decent price. For the last part of the video, we're gonna do a size comparison. And let's start with the original Beast Gohan release, which was, I guess, released about 2-3 years ago. Then on the left, we have the $35 Mystic Gohan that was, you know, released before this too. And I think so far, this has the best articulation overall. And it's mostly because of the ab crunch. It's actually usable and compared to this too, because even though they wanted to do a seamless gi, it just doesn't work with, you know, with it, because it just obstructs the articulation on the ab crunch. Next, we have the androids numero uno on the left and numero dos on the right. And I never did a video about this too, but I gotta tell you guys, these are the best Android S.H. Figuarts that I've seen so far. I mean, they articulate really nice. I should do a short showing them how they actually articulate, because I don't think I did anything with this too. And I think that was at the point where I was just beginning to do any videos, and I never did anything to them. So maybe I'll do something in the future, who knows? But I gotta tell you guys, these are really good androids. And at last, we have Daddy Piccolo in his Grill Master form. This is the super hero version. And then on the right, we have the Forklift Certified Orange Piccolo, which is a monster of a figure. Look at that. Look how tall this guy is. I mean, it's not as tall as the Vegeta, Osaru, or the Broly, but I mean, it's up there as one of the tallest figures in the S.H. Figuart line. Not as tall. I mean, I think will be like a 5th or the 6th tallest figure. But I mean, I just wanted to show you how they look together. Final thoughts about this figure. If you have the original one, I suggest you not to get this one. It's just a repaint with, you know, an extra effect. So really, you're not missing out much. But if you are a completist, or if you like that power-up effect, go get it. I mean, it's currently available at Premium Bandai for pre-order. Again, you're gonna get it next year, and it's around $110 with everything included, I think. But you know, you can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's my conclusion. You know, get it if you don't have the original, and if you have the original, you know, I suggest you not to get it, but it's up to you at the end of the day. Okay, I hope you liked this video, and if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments, and make sure to subscribe and like this video. That will help me a lot, because I want to do longer content. I'm just trying to find my style, and hopefully, you know, something that you guys like in the future. All right, guys, see you next time.